to find out who shall come out on top. Let's get into it. Pistols at dawn. Another map, the same map we just cast. It's happening again.
Oh, those odds.
The odds are a little peculiar, or even a little odd.
Yeah, well, they're not even, that's for sure.
Okay, so yeah, let's frame it in the way if we look towards Cyber Legacy for everything they can do. Now, this is a great start. A pistol round win would be perfect. However, they haven't got there yet. It's the first pick, and it's to deny a little bit of aggressive posturing towards those apartments. So again, you have to quell the beast of Na'Vi. You've got to get them to respect you and play a normal game. Otherwise, you don't get to play yours. This is a common thread, I'm sure we'll have to say. Electronic fancies a bit of info, receives a touch back. Foster going to be on the other side. Oh dear, overwhelmed. Right, this is looking all good here. Simple. Going to make notice of all of this going on. Smokes galore. We have the smokes coming into play, and this should be a bomb plant and a good post-plant position too.
Nice stuff from Cyber Legacy to get site control and find the 2 opening kills and even get a dink on a Simple through the smoke. So round number 1 looking like it will be a Cyber Legacy round. It's difficult for most teams to give up a 5-on-3 post-plant on the A side of things, but let's see. Can Na'Vi claw this out of their hands? Doesn't look likely, does it?
No.
Not a lot happened there for about 15 seconds. Nade damage. They have to leave the site now. Looks like Simple wants to hold on to the kit. His teammates want to hold on to their, well, Kevlar for Perfecto. Boomage isn't rocking anything other than the USP. He wants kills. He gets 2. Make that 2. As the bomb will go off. The first round on the board for Cyber Legacy. Perfecto will go down with the bomb. And Simple will survive holding that defuse kit. Now, this is the opening frag that we saw. Over towards that window room. Clack's a little bit flashed on up. We'll be able to convert from there and glowing with the second. And that's basically where the round was won for Cyber Legacy. Now we will see the Na'Vi force buy coming on through within round number 2. And this is the real test. If Cyber Legacy can withstand the force buy with the smokes, the deagles, and the CZ75s in play, then fair shout of it. Fair crack of the whip. We'll get this one underway as they've purchased on him with the AK-47s, Galils, and a MAC-10 for Seized. And let's see how much work they've been doing, because Seized is an experienced player. Obviously, with a bunch of individuals who aren't really on the tip of anyone's tongues. So let's see if he's been able to corral this squad into anything half decent.
Let's have a look. Boomage, a bit of a rough time at the moment. Hopefully all good, but the present dealing with some banana play, bit of pressure coming up, so falls away from this. So let's go through the checklist for Cyber Legacy. They've got the banana control for now. Apartments and top mid not going to be part of that discussion, but they are watching for it, and they get to watch Simple destroy Tricky. Bit of a swinging. Boomage gets a bit of information and falls away. A slower round coming out from Cyber Legacy.
Really don't want to let this one... Oh, you murderer. Don't want to let this one slip
Spiteful.
away. Nice and easy smoke off the skybox for B. Drops at the perfect time for Seized's MAC-10 adventure.
Oh dear, these are the hardest rounds to win in Cyber Legacy. They're already in trouble.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter is that there are still 2 smokes in play and one of them still on B. So chances are, as one fades, the other, arrives. And now they either push on the flash, which they have done, and it's worked out. A chance as Flamey steadies his aim, he inflicts good damage, but confirms his location, and the MAC-10 spray from C's yet to connect. The rotate's coming in.
Oh, through the smoke.
Lovely find, he's pushed it. Boomage gone as well. C's, hello, 3 kills against his former Na'Vi organization. It's all good in the hood. Cyber Legacy, weather the storm.
Yeah, and that's one of those big rounds that they need to be able to hold on to. If they can keep those clean and they can get underway with some gun rounds and make those dicey as well for that of Na'Vi, then we can start talking. We can really start to see where this squad is at. But this is ballsy from C's pushing through the smoke, because if he goes down, we find ourselves in a 3-on-3 situation on that B bomb site. Actually, it would have been a 3-on-4 situation, and that actually could have fallen apart. So risky maneuver, but sticking the landing is always a positive.
I also, again, when you play against teams of a greater, let's say, status than you, your fear of the name comes in. It's harder to run those hits that you've kind of gone through. It's pretty good to have someone like C's there, able to kind of, I guess, sway that element a touch, be able to kind of keep everyone on the right track. An experienced voice in the team. We said, you know, when we were watching Virtus Pro, you needed maybe someone who can not necessarily bark out the commands, but keep everyone on the right place. Because as I said, Na'Vi can get away with a lot more. We could see them a lot less doing a lot better just because it's Na'Vi. We know that they can play at more than just an international level. They are some of the best in the world. So again, the fear of Na'Vi is going to be very real, but C seems more than up to the task, but it is a 4-play stack towards B.
There's only really one thing that can go wrong for them here, and that's if they run in without their utility. Now, it looks like they're dropping that. CIS actually going in for information ahead of the pack. The bomb's not with them, so Cyber Legacy just seeing who's home, and that's a freebie right there onto Flamey. CIS getting more information, knows the boost has come on through, so that must mean there's 2 more players on that side of things, and the bomb should be picked up, and the attack should head over towards the A side of things. Clack's dropping a safe smoke. Flash himself around the corner as well, and it will be the A take for Cyber Legacy, and round number 3 posted on the board as soon as this bomb goes down. The remaining 3 players from that of Na'Vi are over towards the B side of things. The MAC-10 they've picked up, just use that to get exits. Just see if you can get yourself a $600 kill reward with that. Start to mount a bit more of a bank here, but we can see they're not moving. Just like statues over towards that B side of things, just tucking on in, holding on to their upgraded pistols and weaponry, and allowing Cyber Legacy to have this one. So CIS doing something we used to call money manning back in Australia. On your anti-ecos, you would send somebody in with a, well, you would have been an MP5 back in the days.
Yep.
But now, you know, we have a lot more flexible weaponry.
Variety.
Yeah, so the MAC-10's pretty good, or somebody just with a pistol, maybe like a USP or a Glock, just going in to see how many they can find, and that information can then be relayed. You get into the site for free, or your teammates come and plant the bomb. If you get denied entry and there's lots of players on the site, your team, they go to the other bomb site. Simple as that. But 3-0, good start for Cyber Legacy here as the buy will come on out. You can see what the CTs are working with as Na'Vi upgrading into their armor now.
I again, bated breath for when the big rifles come out. I feel as though Na'Vi can turn the narrative quickly away from Cyber Legacy, so I'm just trying to enjoy it while it exists. Please don't mistake this for overly assuming that they'll continue this form. A nice start, though, is exactly what you'd want if you wanted to see maybe an upset or maybe a little bit more of a contest between these two, because once you get into it, it should be handled. Let's see if Simple can. No, Glowing takes off his head, and now A's looking vulnerable. Electronic tucked into pit, that's a deadly duo, but now only down to one of the 2 pieces.
Wow, Electronic's got a lot to do if he wants to save this round from Na'Vi. They haven't checked it, though, and that's going to be the responsibility of Tricky. Now, Electronic arrives in the feed, a double kill delivered, and Clax and C's wondering where it all went wrong. 4 for the retake now as Electronic lives to tell the tale of the nade that didn't hit. Just C's on the site, caught out by Electronic as he finds his 3rd. He hasn't had to move too far, and it looks like Na'Vi have successfully retaken this and over the edge of his own smoke. He has a one-way. Clax goes down, and 4 AK-47s recovered. Now,
in most games of Counter-Strike, if the key was running up middle and killing Simple, we would say that's probably the round on the board there.
Good
but
job.
Electronic, the backup, he gets 4. And that there is basically that A attack from Cyber Legacy completely and utterly dismantled piece by piece. The plant's great. The buy will come through. There's no dramas there. Is that a scout on the ground? Did someone miss by?
We'll see. But yeah, I said...
I like Clax's moves.
I honestly like what Cyber Legacy are doing so far. I do feel as though it's got a short lifespan to it.
It is an AWP. There we go.
AWP.
That's on Tricky.
Ooh, Simple fancying getting that confidence ripped away from Cyber Legacy, who are going back for that banana control.
So deep nade into second middle from Perfecto just to harass, but nobody was home. Electronic postured forward in the Hall's position, and we can see Foster how passive they're playing this right here. Banana control, there's a bit of argy-bargy right now as Boomich gets flashed through the smoke. The Molotov to hold him at bay. The smoke to do even more, creating a wall. And as we're 1 minute 15 gracing the clock any second now, Na'Vi have actually opted to lean that AWP over towards the B side of things. So for more information, if they want to go for that, Simple can push forward, take a glance. But right now, the attack looks like it's getting geared up towards the A side of things. Cyber Legacy, 2 players in the boiler and halls area, 2 second middle throwing out utility, and 1 coming up the guts. That will be seized. Smoke towards the outside, molly towards quad, and out halls they pop.
Yeah. Oh, he's not ready for this. Strafing out, Electronic completely caught out. Wow, Foster, just like that, has won them the round. That's the A-hole caught in its entirety. And so Cyber Legacy really have definitely been doing their homework. Looks like a well-coordinated T side so far.
I like that. That was a nice direct approach. They didn't mess around too much. Back and forth they go between Banana and then middle, but they had an execute and they had a set piece that they pulled off. And normally you wouldn't see Electronic get caught with a nade in his hand like that, but it looked like they were prepared for more of a mid piece. And that was the wrong call because Cyber Legacy out holes they saunter, and they made that look very, very easy, as now Simple has to hold on to this AWP. Tucked on in, nice angle that he's picked. Gets one, but now they know his position.
Ooh, gone. There goes the AWP.
Flamey's gone too.
Probably dead. He is, right. So clean sweep there, but obviously losing out on Foster, but that's fine. Round win. Now let's again kind of amplify the elements of things that can create these scenarios. Now this is, again, early days. It can all be ripped away once Na'Vi comes to play. But again, if you are someone from the CIS region, who do you probably watch the most? Who do you probably see the most demos of? Who are the players that you see time and time again? It's Na'Vi. You know their tendencies. We've highlighted it before. So, of course, Cyber Legacy will be looking at them with the target on their back, whereas Na'Vi probably aren't too aware of what Cyber Legacy get up to.
They're going to have to bring the fight to the T side this time just a little bit. 3 of them going A side for now. I am quite convinced that we'll have to see some CT aggressions in some capacity. At this point in time, not just yet. Boomich is looking to stand his ground, but the Molotov actually locks him into Banana. He decides he'd rather take a bit of damage and not concede to Seized.
Late flash there from Tricky towards Banana to help out Seized to make it think that they were still a bit more passive than they were, and Seized has been able to get full control. So with that, the information, it's in Cyber Legacy's favor. They know top Banana is there.
On his AK.
It's beautiful.
Foster, straight up representing the very team he faces in the server.
This is going to be quick again onto A. So smoke towards Arch, Molly towards Quad. They get mid control.
And then they just wrap up long with 2 smokes. This is looking so... It's such a stark contrast to the VP K23 game. This is like coordinated team Counter-Strike. And they're wrapping in. And a missed shot from Simple. He's going to get overwhelmed now. Perfect, perfect. Simple, perfecto. Core, Electronics next on the list. All right, so Cyber Legacy, the best team in CIS then, Chad.
Well,
is that how it works?
they look like they have cleaner executes than Na'Vi do, because Na'Vi normally just brute force their way through a lot of their victories. But yeah, this is great stuff from Cyber Legacy.
I haven't even seen them throw a single double smoke yet.
No, well, when you see the double smoke, then you can start getting excited. But until then, keep it in your pants, because it's 5 now on the board for Cyber Legacy. And Na'Vi, do you remember when we watched them on Inferno, Lauren, and for whatever reason, they wouldn't go for... I think this is when Alex was off doing that.
Please don't.
You remember what I'm talking about?
Don't bring it up, Chad.
You know, I know you know.
Don't bring it up, Chad.
So
I forgot about the constant saves.
Yeah.
I forgot about it, and now I've had a little wound. It's all scabbed up. It's healing nicely, and Chad's come back in with like a spoon and just scooped it off.
Now,
how dare you?
Visuals are...
My weapon of choice is the wooden spoon, Lauren. So I like to stir the pot.
Have you overcome the conversation you started in the car that anger's your best emotion? Did you review that?
No, I still think it's my best emotion.
Is that going to be your EP release?
Anger is my best emotion.
After I get the face tattoo.
Yeah.
I need to get the peep face tattoo, and then after that, then I'll really get it going. I think like I'm a bit old for sad boy music though, like in terms of being an artist.
You can be sad at any age.
Yeah. Emotions aren't limited to age. I'm too old to be sad now.
No, I'm allowed to be sad, but it just means, getting an album that sells.
Look at this, Cyber Legacy, #1 in the CIS region, in my book.
After 6 rounds of play.
Yeah, man.
Alex has put all the money down.
Frag and Banana, Boomich is just humiliated.
Are we just believing in this now?
Let's go, Cyber.
No.
Legacy.
Here's what's going to happen.
Work on the chant. Let's work on the chant.
This is what's going to happen. Simple. They're going to take a pause, and Simple's going to go, listen, we are better than them.
Stop playing like bitch.
We're going to headshot. Well, yeah, basically that's what he's going to say.
Yeah.
And then they're going to start headshotting.
But then they get over aggressive, and CIS goes, guys, they're going to get mad and they get pushy, so don't worry, we're going to hold back and just chill. And that's exactly what's going to happen, Chad.
Cyber
Legacy.
Cyber. That's how it's going to go.
Yeah? The crowd.
Yeah, when we get them.
They're going to love it.
And they're allowed back in.
Imagine that sticker. Come on, mate. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I want a Cyber Legacy sticker.
Well, it's kind of like a Digimon, isn't it? Like, with a headset on.
God damn, like Cat's wearing headsets and it's not even on his ears. Like he's pressing.
Yeah, what was that?
Like he's got the headset straight up on his cheeks. Like what's he doing? What's he listening to? He doesn't even know.
He likes the vibrations.
Yeah, well, don't we all? Simple. Looking for some good vibrations.
Oh, the vibe is wrong.
That's a real vibe check from Foster.
Foster,
No.
let's
go,
kills.
baby.
I'm just saying, Na'Vi Academy going to be sniping him up if he's not careful. Cyber Legacy forging a path to victory here, and Na'Vi crumbling under the coordinated boot that is the legacy of Cyber. Getting into this one. We're yet to see Tricky on the scoreboard, but still demanding a T-side AWP on Inferno. Let's see if he can make anything happen here into our next gun round. Foster's just been the highlight, finding entry frags on both sites, double entry frags on both sites so far. Is that something they can replicate? Are smoke frags down banana something they can replicate? The answer is no. But they're going to give it a good go. Electronic hooked down to 55.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage that he's just taken there. Potentially unnecessarily as well, considering their mid setup. But regardless, look who it is. CIS taking full banana control again. And he might have a bit of an axe to grind, old CIS. And apparently that axe, well, his name is Boomich, and he's dead.
Ooh, CIS!
Yes.
This is ridiculous.
He just done that against Na'Vi. He just walked up.
That was a
B,
1v2 as well.
And he solo, no flashes really coming in, nothing,
Telling
a
you.
smoke. That is.
I can't wait to be sitting here in 2021 talking about how I called Cyber Legacy #1 CIS.
And you ever made up a chant.
I worked on the chant for the guys. We're going to hand out Legacy. Like, it's impossible to not fill the gap.
So, guys, Na'Vi have to save.
Yes.
We love these.
But they also, Cyber Legacy can also hunt. Because look at their cash monnaie. They have a lot of it.
Is that the French version?
Yeah, well, their money's,
Cash money.
it's worth a little bit more.
No.
Now, Perfecto tucked in towards pit. Simple to deal with mid.
Yo, I actually reckon Foster's going to
They're going to get wrecked here.
bro.
Look at them all
Give us a
chasing.
Foster POV. Let's just watch this nutty little game at 9-2.
X-ray off, obviously.
Yeah, that's in the ice.
I love this molly. This is a
Oh,
good
his
one.
crosshair is minute.
One of those
Simple
young
has
guns.
revealed that he's on the boost. Foster, how hungry are you, young
We
man?
saw where that flash came from, though.
Black
He
just
should keep going.
got clocked.
Simple's doing simple things, which is a bit of an issue, but don't worry.
Hunt.
Ooh.
Yeah, they think better of it. They have
Okay.
got practically max money, so yeah, Chad's not wrong in the sense of they probably could have like full executed into
Yeah.
that.
They gave it a crack.
Yeah, they did. They
Flame
very-
hasn't got a kill yet either, Alex.
very interesting stuff. I do think I'm noticing a white trousers that is it
Who's wearing white trousers?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's a player skin, isn't it? Can you have white trousers on the T side?
Well, so because it's a major event, like for the Valve
you get
RMR,
the
you can use these
skins.
skins if you want. It's frowned upon.
It's frowned upon.
You can use them if you want.
What's
They
that?
can't stop
I
you.
bet Seized isn't doing that. He's far too much of a good boy. He likes to play by the rules, the Seized.
Show us, Rush. What's these rocking?
Can we check his quick trouser check?
Yeah, he's
There it
rocking.
is.
Can we
Classic.
see what Simple's crosshair looks like, Rush?
No.
Oh.
What, isn't that same as Forrester's crosshair?
Yeah, but like blue.
Is it a different color?
Green.
I think Forrester's was green. Oh,
Ah.
Boomich with a very kind of
We'll have to do a proper check in one of the rounds.
Oh, bye.
Yeah,
All right.
the revenge.
Body shot through the smoke. Yeah, you're right. Seized. First casualty of this one. But with 7 rounds accrued already, the T side probably swelling with confidence. Cyber.
I do like Klax's moves. I know he only has 2 kills, but
What do you
just
like about
watching him, he seems aware of a lot of different possibilities on these rounds, and I just like the way that he's been moving around. He looks pretty fluid with the old CSGO movement. So let's see what I'm talking about. He's got moves.
Yeah.
The kid's got moves.
Okay, this looks nice.
He lurks second middle, watching the app's aggression safely, and
Yeah,
then
outside smoke.
he can do an arch smoke from here and quickly join them on B. I kind of like it. Clax, 10 points to Gryffindor.
Here it goes. Let's follow it, Rush.
Hey. Yeah, that's
Lovely.
lovely.
Gosh, that is nice. And again, the mentality comes into play. For Cyber Legacy, you're looking at this as a huge opportunity, right? You're big time to get your name out there, get everything going. For Na'Vi, it's a 23-second hit towards the B side. You have the right players in the right place. You got to land your shots, and they do. Finally, they have the players there to deny this presence that's been building for the last couple of rounds. And I think these two know that there isn't many options to be had.
Well, he's tricky.
Tricky.
It's tricky to
Let's
rock
do
around.
So you have to get a kill. T-side AWPing, not the easiest, but he is going to be working with a boatload of cashola.
I mean, the fact that he's 0-3, 9 rounds into the game.
Pretty wild, isn't it?
It's so peculiar.
You never wear white pants.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's a prime example. You just get mud on them. You look like a...
Yeah, plus you're shooting guns, and I'm sure at some moment in the game, you know, you might worry about incontinence coming on through. And then-
yeah, that was totally the
It
angle.
was really at the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, incontinence. I mean, yeah, sure. I like the
Does it say on
dots.
back. Right.
Operation Phoenix is one of them. Tricky looking for his 4th death or his first frag as he starts to forge a path up middle
Ooh, this
early.
is the
Pop
quick play
flash,
again.
Yeah, Foster wants to just charge in. And Electronic is positioned.
Oh!
Ooh, he's done it again, baby.
You see that
Simple.
often.
You really don't know. Electronic forced to drop the smoke just to get out. Now they
it's a
wrap
mid-step
CT.
They doing a wrap? Where's Boomich?
Oh, he's
Boomich is
pushing.
on Banana.
Oh, and
you've got-
Foster's a god. He's the best
this
player in the
Boomich,
CIS.
Boomich, they're all over him. Smothered in the smoke.
Hello?
Tricky knows something's wrong. Wait, surely, Tricky, where's the call? He doesn't care to call. The others who's running, he gets the deagle out. He's dead. What the hell is going on?
Well, B's open, and this is the round.
Yep. Cyber. Thank you.
Chat.
Well, this is wild. The pace change. So here's the deal. Cyber Legacy have dry run about 4 strats, and they've used them all successfully. That's a rerun, that strat right there. And that's exactly the same thing that happened to Simple when he had the Org on Arch side. They are running at the best player in the world and destroying him.
Yeah, well, let me correct you. Foster is running at the best player in the world and beating them.
A little gamer. What a time to have a good
He looks like a
upswing.
little chicken, though. I mean, he's a young boy, isn't he not?
Yeah, I can check his age.
I'm doing some research.
One moment.
Have a look. Chat, if you can come up with some good
He's
chants
20.
for Cyber Legacy,
years
I'll
old.
appreciate it. There he is again, finds the final one, and he's going to be feeling himself. You come into this game, you get those early kills, you're starting to just operate on that nice high level.
Our boy Clax with the moves. He's 18. Glowing 26.
Here we are. Just entry fragging onto Simple, no worries. And a second and a third.
People don't get to make Simple look silly. He doesn't lose those fights.
You were right, though, Lauren. The way you acknowledged it as well. Like, we saw no one turn around. You could see that he'd been walking into him to the point where he was like, someone's in the smoke. But instead of saying anything, he just switches to his deagle silently and hopes he doesn't kill his teammates in the back. It's mad. But we are into round 11. 8 to Cyber Legacy. Fast becoming a fan favorite here.
Oh.
In his belly button,
Catch
Boomich.
that.
Yes.
Left looking like Greed from, what's it called? The Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah. that one.
Very nice.
He's had a bit exploded belly.
Yeah.
Now, smoke is up. That's going to slow him down. And this isn't a page we've seen before. As chat outlines. And there's another set piece on its way.
I love it.
Smoke.
Look how much room they have.
They do get enough time to set up anything they desire. Electronic drops
it's a
the
classic
smoke,
smoke wall.
and they use it to complete the wall. Where do you go? He's using
out.
it, and he's out. Gives them pit, concedes it.
Problems here, though. They're out of territory. They can be executed on, and the one way's even better. Claxy boy.
Oh, count on him. He's got tricks. And speaking of, Tricky is still in the server. 2 frags, though, to Na'Vi. They haven't got the bomb down. Smoke's deployed again. Electronic, this fight is important. If Glowing can force him off. Oh, it's a good molly. Good flash, though.
Bomb down.
Yeah, this round's falling apart now. Glowing, Tricky, trying to overcome the odds. It's a multi-peak. 3 different angles of assault. Tricky.
One.
That's the first. Needs to flick into Electronic, who mantles up. And does secure Na'Vi's unnecessary third.
Can we appreciate that Electronic just survived that?
Yeah.
He's in pit.
the right
whole smoke
maneuver.
wall comes up, right? So he's there. Suddenly you've got probably 3 players geared up just to try and eliminate you, just navigate around you. Gets out of there, gets towards site. Nat doesn't fence that, gets to quad. The man's everywhere.
Yeah, that's something that if you are playing at home and you do have to face against a well-coordinated smoke wall like that, they want to isolate you as the pit player. So get on out of dodge, use their smokes against them, find yourself some room and find yourself some impact. Just a little nice tip there coming in from Electronic, the big man himself. Smoke towards top banana here, and looking under that is Boomich, seeing if he can one-way this. Nate is deep. Seized will be dinked though. Look at that. Popped on down to 45 points of health. He's going to think better of hanging around. More damage looks to be done from Boomich, but can't connect. And now setting up back for one of these A pieces will be Cyber Legacy.
Quick look at those stickers on that AK, please. Those red ones were real fancy. They look like little kind of fake Supreme vibes.
Assassin.
Is that what it says? It's a shame.
Thank you.
Assassin. Oh, well, it was cool for a second. It's a shame.
Exterminated.
Oh. Yeah, I play a video game. I'm an assassin.
I wonder where this execute's going to come on in.
Boomich, not going to find nothing, but he could get swung on. Foster doesn't think about it. Doesn't even consider it.
It's a fake on A right now. They're trying to go mid to B again. Oh!
Oh, Simple's tired of this nonsense. Daddy's home and he's not happy. 3 up banana, though, the last remaining bastion of hope for the T side. God, I really oversold that.
You did.
It's 38 seconds. why did
It
my
looks like they're
brain
saving anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Last bastion
Standing
of
bastion.
hope. They will advance. Cyber Legacy.
Shut up.
Fourth round on the board for Na'Vi now, so
Bastion of
starting
hope,
to
though.
tighten things
Honestly,
up.
I wish you described me as a bastion of hope at some point in my career. Sounds cool.
What do you guys think about EG going to Europe?
Good. All
think
NA
it's-
teams probably should do that for the next. They should do like a 2
I
month.
reckon if EG, Furia,
And Liquid?
and Liquid all go
rest
to
can
Europe,
stay.
yeah, that's fine. But if those three go and
Event-wise, let's, under the assumption everything goes to plan, you have the end of the year
yeah,
here, right? You're going to have, I think Blast have events coming up, not necessarily
That's
LAN,
true,
but you
yeah.
want to be in Europe for it potentially.
I mean, just for the practice for the end of the year.
100%, 'cause,
God,
like-
imagine if LAN comes back and you've only been playing your domestic rivals. Like,
Yep.
there's only so much EG you're going to learn from beating Liquid 2-0.
Correct.
It's crazy.
And that's under the assumption they're not in the same group for the tournament they've got coming up, so they may not even play them.
Yeah,
in
no,
practice.
gosh, it makes a ton of sense, and I'm glad that they're taking such a leap, a calculated gamble.
I do hope it's a decent amount of time though, because I know it sucks obviously to be away from home and during these times, but a month or a couple of weeks I don't think would be enough.
Yeah.
Personally, I hope it's like a good chunk of time. Give it a 2 month, month and a half, decent stint to get yourself settled in and get some valid practice in.
It's a difficult one here to really wrap your head around as well, because different places, we know things are changing every single day. But
Absolutely.
in terms of just the Counter-Strike, it makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
As we do have a bit of a timeout coming on through here. Rush, what are the server conditions looking like though down
Absolutely
today, mate?
beautiful today.
Yeah?
Absolutely beautiful. I had to get on at League Ups earlier. There was some messes around. They had to come in and sweep up the server that
Yeah.
we're on right now. But I think the conditions are looking excellent. The ground is looking polished, and I'm ready to get underway.
Okay, but the reason that we check in with you is because the game's paused, and hopefully we get a little bit of insight as to why we're paused.
Yeah.
Has he not worked that out yet, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
It's a strange reason. So
Okay.
You don't want to
14
share with
Oh, okay. No, I think I know where he's going with that. All right, that's fine. Yep.
No worries.
No, that's cool. We're back underway.
all right.
Thank you, Rush.
No worries.
He said a lot without saying anything there.
Yeah,
We speak a special
basically-
language.
Basically, Rush has
The incontinence we're talking
through
about.
the Observer Union, he's managed to blag at least one episode of Paw Patrol every 3 maps.
Wow, just one. All right, well, Paw Patrol's a bit of a fan favorite around here.
Honestly, you can't get enough.
Look at those nades. Little
Oh,
Perfecto,
Perfecto.
1 HP.
Yeah, but he ain't dead, is he? Nearly called you Hank. Oh, doesn't get
You
the
say
frag.
the wrong person's name. Oof.
Yikes from me. Double G. 8-4. They're making a half out of this now. Na'Vi, of course, conceding 7 very early on into the series. Maybe it takes them a while just to warm on up, but I'll be honest, I think this was primarily through the successful execution of the strategies of the Cyber Legacy gang, the individuals such as Foster
We've been liking Foster.
Yeah.
And Clax's moves.
and Clax.
Tricky's normally one of their higher rated players, but as we mentioned, T-side AWPing, not the easiest.
Clax? That sounds like a Ratchet and Clank villain.
Oh, Electronic, your time is everything here, and it's awful for him. He actually managed to get away with 1, which is really surprising. Perfecto, not quick enough. Gave it the snap. Gave it the wrist break. Stays in place for now. That should be a bomb plant. And I'm looking at the post plants. Where's Foster in this? Okay, that's nice. So deeper control towards the quad side cuts off a great deal of the map, allows Tricky and Clax to focus towards mostly the library play back in. But this puts a lot on Foster's plate, and this
Okay.
young man has been doing well.
Oh, he's practically a son of Starix, this one. And he's doing it again. Not the first, or rather not the second. Perfecto's low. Flamey really does have to make a choice for the team here. And, well, he's gone. Surely Perfecto can't fancy this one. Yeah, he'll be backing away, accepting his fate. 9 for the legacy that is Cyber.
All right, well, this is a fantastic first half from Cyber Legacy here. Now, I worry about them once they get onto that CT side. The cohesion on the T side is a lot easier to force. And when I say that, what I mean is you can just drive around a lot of the set pieces that we've seen. Those you can run from spawn against no opponents in practice. You can just say, okay, guys, this is the execute we want to run. We're going to go through our default, or we're going to run it straight away off the bat. And if you run it quick and you get unraveled, you know, there's a Molotov that comes. Okay, well, who's extinguishing that? Who's doing what? Those little details are quite easy to overcome. And also, if you're playing some fast and furious Counter-Strike and Foster's hitting some opening kills, well, the rounds are definitely going to fall in your favor. But once you're on that CT side, it's going to require a little bit more cohesion and teamwork to be able to shut out Na'Vi. So as we take a look into round 14, the scoreline currently 9-4 in favor of the challengers, Cyber Legacy, going up against the Kings of the CIS Castle, Na'Vi. Let's see how many more they can get, because 11 on the T half, well, then we start talking about map number 3. But if they... Only managed 9-6. They could be in trouble. Same as Tricky right now, who's in a lot of trouble. Can't convert. Boomage gets 2 big frags with the MP9, thanks to Flamey and the flashes.
Colossal flashbang work from Flame Dogger.
Flamey and the flashes sounds a bit like a band.
It does. Hi, we're Flamey and the Flashes. This is our debut album, Cyber Legacy. I'd tune in on the radio, on the wireless.
Is that opening EP though available? The Anger Is My Best Emotion?
Anger is my best emotion. Chad, it's so funny. I can't believe you said that, and you still say that with a straight face.
Yeah.
Anger is your best emotion. It just sounds like you need a mental health check.
It gets the best out of me, anger.
That
doesn't make sense.
It's an emotion that is exclusively reserved for fight or flight.
Yeah.
And you claiming it's your best.
Try to operate in it at all
suggests
times.
that you're constantly in a fear of fight or flight. You're constantly weighing up whether you should be running or fighting.
When people give me something to be angry about,
Yeah.
right, I'm more focused.
Now, do you believe that focus stems exclusively from the rage inside?
Yeah, I think I need to be vindictive and hate-filled to actually get out of bed in the morning.
So you're suggesting that what typically would motivate people, such as
Joy and happiness.
joy, well, not necessarily. I don't think many people wake up full of joy.
Joyful, yeah.
I just wouldn't suggest that anger is a good start building.
No one said it was a good start.
No, but
You said it was your best.
No, as in he currently believes he operates at the best capacity when he is full of bubbling anger.
You're going to get the most out of me when I'm angry.
In what
I get a lot
regard?
out of you as a friend when you're not angry.
Yeah, I prefer you when you're just happy.
Yeah, because you get all kind of starey and quiet, and then you kind of go yes. You say yes before you say anything, and I'm like, this means he's about to unload. You know, he's gonna fill up the angry ammo, and he says yes, and then unloads everything that's been bothering him.
I see.
Scary. Just watch out for the yes. If you ever hear Chad drop a yes and then
You know
start
you're
a
in
monologue,
Danger.
you're in trouble.
And it looks like Cyber Legacy still have another, obviously, shot at this. One more round on the half. If they end at 10-5, that'd be something.
Yeah.
Really quite impressive. Even if it is 6-9, it's still quite an impressive half.
Let's go Foster Cam. I like the way he was baiting that corner there. I always feel like that's a science that I need to spend some time to learn. Like how much is visible on my jiggles? Like how much of the wall am I staring at before they start seeing a bit of me? It's always something that I think comes with players obviously playing a ton. But it's something that's not very intuitive.
Yeah, it's just about those reps for a lot of this stuff. But you're right, you can cut the corners if you jump in a server and go, hey, I want to do this. How do I do this the best way possible?
You just put down you have a teammate watching it and say, see you, until you start getting a feel for it. I feel like that would skip a lot of steps. Still, usual utility. We've seen this many times. It's the final round that Cyber Legacy get to throw it out, and this time Simple's not having any of it. He takes 2 before Tricky arrives on the scene. Now looking to run over the remaining 4.
It's Arch Trap again. They're obviously trying it one more time. Finding another player towards CT spawn, and they've won that. So it's going to leave Flamey in a bit of a pinch. Considering bombs coming up Banana, Flamey isolates the 2 towards CT, whiffs it, Clax wins it. And again, we've got a B plant. And there's no saving this time.
A 10-round T side up against Na'Vi on Inferno. Not to be sniffed at. Potentially convertible as well.
This needs to be around for Na'Vi here. I know that it's the 2-on-3 situation, but Clax and Tricky are low. Na'Vi really need to get something going.
I can't believe it.
I cannot believe what we're seeing right now.
Let's go Cyber.
They have time for this. They have kids. They can work this through. If they take seized out, Clax and Tricky are both very, very low. Clax has been spotted. Bullets come out, but seized, he's done all the work. Perfecto.
You got to go for this.
Yeah, he's out of bullets, Lauren. He's out of time. He's out of everything. That's 10-5.
Bloody hell, ladies and gents, 10-5 on the half. That is something to pay attention to. We'll see if it continues forward, though. Bear in mind, it's very hard to control and quell Na'Vi on a T side.
the future, got my own time. It's different dope to feel right. Got my own high, don't need no lies. Sneaky bitches never ever act with own eyes. Alright. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the volume up there. Take a seat in the back, yeah. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the volume up there. Take a seat in the back, yeah. Alright, hot damn. Not worrying about man's got a plan. It's not really about the dough, got a time frame. Matter of fact, about to blow up the whole thing. So good, hell I'm all fine. Got a sweet little ooh, and it's all mine. My shoe games, class high, hear it all the time. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the volume up there. I'ma go get 'em. No time looking back, every day gotta do better. I'ma go get 'em. Blow the roof off, or I really want to see now. Go tell 'em.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your patience. We're all done advertising. Now we're ready to get back into the counter-striking. Na'Vi on the ropes. I can't believe I'm saying that. We had a must-win 2-0 painted at the pre-match, and it seems that the coordinated squad, albeit Cyber Legacy, albeit not necessarily with a whole lot of practice, but in the words of Ice Cube himself, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Na'Vi in pursuit of the first and checking themselves in to the second half of play. Let's get into this one. Chad Burchill has more.
Have Na'Vi gone home from the boot camp with the three of them, the three amigos? Are they all at home right now? Because that might spell some trouble here for Na'Vi. They still have the odds in their favor with GG Bet and a lot of utility, but Tricky, well, he wants some action and he's going to get some tags onto Flamey there. Tagged on down to 67. Early information that Alt Middle has a couple of bogeys home, but not quite sure as Cyber Legacy tucks into a 2-3 defense with three players leaning over towards the top of Banana.
Perfecto's nade might be enough for them to flash. It's not.
Pax has got a flashbang himself.
Waiting on it. Oh, that's nice. Still gets to retain it.
On to Simple.
Now it's time for the flash, surely. Yep, there it goes. There's a swing. Foster comes out. This is beautiful. Now they are low, so Foster goes down for this, but it is
another
still
for the
additional
retreat.
man.
Bingo. What's his name-o? That's lovely. Okay, Flamey.
Oh, he was spotted.
He was.
So-
Tricky confirms one lingering mid. He's going to join the rest of the squad C's. What are you doing,
Oh,
brother?
no.
What are you doing?
You're in the right
Rotation.
place.
One guy said, hey,
Fine. You're
chill
fine.
your beans. Cool them down.
Here comes the smokes. They have a molly as well to throw out here. So,
Two of them are unarmored here, Chad.
yeah, there are real problems for Na'Vi in this pistol round.
I mean, Electronic is still alive, and I would never write him out of a round. But that low armor's cost Boomich a great deal of his health.
This should be a plant, I feel, with at least the smokes in play. And it is. But the post plant's going to be tricky. Kit.
Hit on Clax. Sorry, darling.
No, please, you're absolutely right. It is Clax who's going to be pretty instrumental in this. Has to keep very much present in the playback. Double play towards new box as well.
I'm not sure if Boomich is waiting to boost here or what's
I think
going
he's
on.
going to swing out and hope they don't check it. Oh, never mind. Electronic reveals himself. It's Boomich that will be baited in. But with such low HP, yeah.
Oh.
That's a big way to do it. Now all on to Tricky. He's got two targets
No
and they
way.
overcome it. Flamey and Boomich finding their headshots in quick succession turns this round around. 6 then for Na'Vi. They'll take the pistol after what looked like 2 early casualties guaranteed to be converted. Let's see this again. Taps glowing.
That's from Flamey.
That's beautiful.
And then the time was on their side for the 1v2.
They really needed this, Na'Vi. Now, in that first half, they were genuinely outplayed by Cyber Legacy. The pace changes up middle, catching Simple out multiple times. Their executes were good.
It's
Their
4
set pieces
SMGs
were better.
against 3 SMGs. Like, whose buys better? I don't even
Well-
know.
They're running mid. Oh, this is madness. I love it. Perfecto's waiting and he's going to
he's-
receive, but he's overwhelmed. And suddenly there's problems
my
aplenty.
God.
Electronic coming from second mid. So's Flamey. They've cut off top mid, so this now might be a slaughter.
Oh my God.
It is. Welcome to the
game.
slaughterhouse. We've got Seized and Glowing left alive and barely with one. Simple getting fights in
What?
T-Spawn.
Oh, and they've left the
That's a
bomb.
bomb.
This is a clown fiesta. Somebody get me 2 tickets and a squeaky red nose.
I want the popcorn.
Bloody hell, this is a circus.
Okay, this is real problems now for Na'Vi. This is not only a tilt round, but a round they can't afford to lose.
And they just won that incredible round. Thankfully, Electronic just in time, but look at the cost of his health. 21 points of health between the two of them, and Seized already looking to clutch up. He has the bomb in his grasp, and he gets it. Oh, Cyber Legacy. A triple kill from Seized, but chaos created into the second round of play here.
Okay.
Like, oh.
Yuck. This is some ugly scenes for Na'Vi. And this is the storyline. This is the storyline of the CIS RMR event. Na'Vi are the best team from the region. No doubt about that. They're one of the best teams in the world. Cyber Legacy weren't one on the list. They weren't one of the squads who have sat here and gone, these guys are a challenger. These guys are a team that, you know, Tier 1 Counter-Strike shouldn't be having any trouble with whatsoever. And I made the excuses of, oh, yeah, you know, domestic matchup. But for Na'Vi, playing against your own region is actually unusual. This isn't normal for them to have to play matches like this. So now we're going to get back underway with round 18. The score currently 11-6. But
Ooh,
look
we
at
up some
this.
funny business.
This is mid-round boosting as well. This isn't start of round. This is mid-round. What are we even witnessing?
And Boomich might be spotted. He is. There you go. Down. Can they get out of this alive? It's going to be simple.
Oh, my God.
See, he's just 180'd him. Oh, Lord above. That is something else. And if you want to talk about tilt factor, this is something I didn't think we'd have to go to. But if you are a Na'Vi, when you are literally the best in your region by a long shot, and you add into that, internationally speaking, you are up there. And then suddenly you're having problems in this.
Getting battered, really.
Like, not even in a nice way. These are disrespectful plays. I thought it would be Na'Vi running down mid with SMGs up against them, but no, it's the other way around. You want to tilt simple? You want to tilt, get that, awkward, bit of back and forth?
I mean, Simple isn't the master of communicating his opinion tactfully.
Sure.
Not his strong suit. And so by doing things like this, winning rounds like that, you know that extra advantage of distributing a little bit of salt into the communications can certainly go a long way. Electronic's trying to go a long way through CT spawn.
He has to save, surely.
Yeah, but this is an odd one. Fecto spotted out top mid. Seized is trying to work.
What is happening right now? Seized?
Okay.
Well, they've confirmed what both of the T's are.
There's
And, I mean, there's a potential for Tricky to find Perfecto here.
Don't die after time, Perfecto.
What in tarnation is going on here?
Wait.
Someone explain this to me?
Who switched the names?
Stop your evil laugh.
Who switched the bloody
Perfecto
names?
just died after
I don't know
time.
why he was doing that. Because I felt like this was a lovely start. And then
is a
Seas
free
gets
throw.
this frag. Ugh.
You wonder how Simple fumbles that. Doesn't even get one kill there. But this is after time, right? And the reason that I'm really so upset with that is Perfecto has no loss bonus.
I've worked it out. I've worked out why that happened.
Yeah.
He probably saw the death in library and was like, I'm going to pick up that weapon. Didn't someone just die in library?
Yeah, but it was only an MP9 and he already had an MP9.
Okay, so I've got nothing.
If someone would like to
Three
try and
incendiaries
explain
dropped by Cyber Legacy. They want banana control, and Seized is fighting for it. Electronic stands his ground, and
get us out of here.
they are
Get us
so
out.
salty right now. Honestly, the fact they're catching nade damage and they're throwing weapons, there is an absolute bomb going off in the Na'Vi comms right now.
What?
Do you reckon they're arguing or quiet?
No, I just think they're probably
Dead
sad.
silent.
Yeah, I think it's quiet at this point, like because you're all independently aware that this shouldn't be happening, but you're all also independently aware that mentioning that we're all aware.
Is a problem.
It's a problem. You know,
Yeah.
there's no point in acknowledging it. We all know what's happening here. We shouldn't be losing. So
Yep.
saying it isn't going to achieve anything. So saying
Well, here we
nothing
go.
is the usual outcome. They're going for the musketeer strategy.
Don't stand
It
up.
can end in a bit of a +10 if you were a retro gamer. It's not to be.
They haven't fallen off it either.
No.
There's a nade.
Oh, and it actually works out well.
They're okay. Look at the damage on
They get
Simple.
away. I am losing my
Oh, this is
proverbial beans. Forster nailing a 1, Seized winning a 2nd, and Na'Vi have
Oh, the
6
molly's
HP.
great. The molly's
6 HP.
great.
They can't go through the
Can't do
flames.
anything.
They can't.
Oh,
And now they'll double peak.
this is all over.
Yep, 3, 2, 1. As soon as Foster starts shooting, Clax will swing.
Claxy boy.
Wow.
That was midair.
There you have it.
Oh, the salt becomes rife on the server. A flying SMG to the face.
That's the problem with Salt, Lauren. You've got to watch out because
Yeah.
if it turns to its crystal form, it's a
God.
solid and no longer feels, you know, the same problems, the same role.
Right, thank you.
Gosh. Did you ever grow crystals as a child, Chad?
Yeah, in school.
How did we do it again?
I forgot.
I just
You
had
left
little
things
sea
overnight and they're
How
like
do you
calcified,
grow
right?
crystals?
And they just
Was it? What did we leave there?
on
though?
pop sticks.
Was it
We put it on
cress?
pops. I don't know.
That was a separate project, I think.
Yeah, that was probably.
Cress and the cotton wool.
I had some of the worst attendance in my school
Yeah,
year. So
Lauren's
Well,
I
that
not-
doesn't
wasn't
surprise
there.
me whatsoever.
She was listening to My Chemical Romance at the bus shelter with
She was
a
listening to
Scrumpy
Avril
Jack.
Lavigne, Skater Boy.
Avril of Shut up, Chad, you filthy Claire's accessories.
I'm not okay. She's just sitting there
Literally
sipping
that.
her cider.
That's WKD Blue.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Tricky gonna find Flamey. This round should be simple. Actually, you know what, Rush? Why don't you have a crack at this? It's quite fun.
This is a rush round.
It's an interesting game so far. A nice little half run boost. I wouldn't call it a full run boost. Not full speed going off of there, but it still looked pretty cool regardless. Wasn't too tricky, but tricky to pick up. Anyway,
Aim
though,
so much.
Is he getting fired soon?
No, honestly, I think he's getting way too big for his boots here.
what a glowing shot from
Oh, come on.
glowing.
Can you do all of
all
them?
the way.
Seized the kill. Will it be a perfecto shot coming out? But it doesn't look like it, and it's seized again.
He seized the day for sure.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Well done.
Maybe they
do
can
get it.
foster some more rounds here.
Seized the day.
Maybe they can
The
clank
first
some
one was
out.
good. I expected the beer comment, but actually, you went, yeah, no, I like that.
Well,
You ever listen to Avenged Sevenfold?
Yeah, love them.
You did?
Be fun.
Good. Chad, ever heard of them?
no.
A lot of kind of like, you know, eyeliner going on there too in the early days.
Oh, M Shadows and ooh, I used to be a big fan.
Yeah.
I did. I've kind of forgotten all about them now.
The Beast and the Harlot, I like
Yes.
that was a jam.
That's very kind of old school Avenged Sevenfold. Then they went a bit weird and different.
Had a
Started
little
doing
weird
like
turn.
cowboy theme tunes
Yeah, no,
and
we're not
stuff.
about
It was
that.
cool.
We'll have it on the car on the way back, 'cause this might
Revolver.
be over soon.
Yeah.
It's definitely not going to be a two-mapper if
Chad,
Navi
you-
lose this one right here.
look,
So,
look, here's the difference. You were the 99.9%er for Navi.
no, I went 90.
Here I am, 80%.
I went
Yeah.
90.
Believer.
You put 20%.
Oh, so-
Believer here.
20% in Cyber Legacy.
Yeah.
Well, that 20% for map 1 is probably about all we're going to get here because I think that Navi...
Damn
will-
naysayers.
I'm just
The
saying...
picture you're painting, Chad, is that they're going to win their map pick and then they're going to have to get stomped on Marvy's map pick on
Yeah.
Nuke. Then we'll have a third map because it is Nuke, and
Yeah.
obviously it's not a map that a team that's been together this long would likely have developed to the point where they can beat a top 10 team. So with all of that said, this map could be redundant, but we'll still get excited about it all the same because that's our jobs.
At least it wasn't forfeit.
No, certainly.
that's a
It's always
different
nice
start
to
from the
last
see them
series.
play.
Well done. But still, it is a 4v4. The exchange at the start equaling out. Flamey does start to build towards Apartment's control. They do have banana control, so they're going through the motions of what normally depicts a good round for a T side. However, on the other side, you still have a bit of damage being thrown down, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but hard to be in the right place at the right time when you don't have that an additional man to sit towards the correct side. So Boomich and all the others starting to build up.
Oh, what a swing.
Jeez, that was a big swing. Big information, keep in mind. There's enough time they could scrap this. Let's see if they kind of keep kicking this into gear. Glowing
Oh,
wants
the
to buy
nade.
time. Good nade towards Boomich. Drops down towards Pit. Harder to clear. More commitment needed. Bomb now loose. Looks towards Balcony. I thought he had Simple, but you don't get Simple that easy. Nope. Yes.
In the bush.
Jinx. 15 for
15 to
Cyber
6.
Legacy. This is a thrashing.
When's the game start?
Yeah, this is just a very glorified warm-up.
What's going on?
I told you, the best team in the CIS in 2021 is Cyber Legacy. I've
Can you guys
returned...
do the chant for me again?
Cyber!
Legacy.
Cyber!
Legacy.
Cyber! And you just get a really passionate,
Legacy.
like, 16-year-old Russian who's there,
Yeah.
you know, he's a student, so he happens to be in Berlin, and he's
Yeah.
at the front of the crowd, and he just goes, Cyber! And everyone goes, Legacy!
Okay. I'm glad that you're scripting the future for
Yeah,
2021.
he's got the Russian flag around him. Little... Never mind.
Tears of joy.
Yep, just being careful. Don't know what I'm saying. Usually. So just got to fact check myself. CIS could get caught here. Never mind. He's the best player in the world.
In the server right now, let's be honest, CIS is shredding them.
He's fired up. That's
22
pretty good.
frags. He's unstoppable.
Yeah, the guy's having a good game, and I mean, if there's any point to be proven, it would be with him against Na'Vi. I don't mind him coming in here and trying to prove a point. I think that's quite exciting. Now, bomb down loose towards Banana. We once again see a similar sight over the shoulder, just resting the gun. Tricky. Insult to injury, plays down middle, removes it. Now Banana becomes the next port of call. It becomes that next option to look at. And they're going to just, are they dry facing into this? That's going to be dangerous. And yeah, Foster will get one, but will fall for it. And now the hit continues.
Yeah, Simple's got a bit of a death wish here. Oh, uses that smoke to great success. Now with the smoke deployed and the bomb down, it gets, if you'll pardon the pun, tricky.
Great nade.
Perfect. And now a one-on-one. Simple knows exactly where Tricky is coming from. He just jumped through the... Oh! Cyber! You're not going to do it? All right, well, Cyber have done it. 16-6, the best team from